Okay, dude, here we are. This is the range that I built for the F16. I'll go through all the different air-to-ground modes, all the different weapons that we can drop air-to-ground. I'll do them in separate videos so you can just choose the one that you need. And then I'll also do an air-to-air one, but this will be air-to-ground. Today we'll go fairly simple, so we'll start with dumb bombing using CCIP mode and some Mark 84 2,000-pound bombs. Here's all the information you want for your briefing. Essentially, it's as simple as you've got a range just up the road. There's some navigation data to get you back here when you're finished. Loads of different types of targets. Here's the list of targets. So you can literally pick what you fancy, what you want to hit, and then you ask the ground crew to put on what weaponry you want. As simple as that. And then you can either fly back here, use the navigation data to come back here, land, get them to rearm you, or you can just restart and put on different weapons and go again. So let's get going.
Good morning, gentlemen. Be sure to fully read the mission brief before takeoff. Select your weapons based on the target you intend to hit. Good luck and see you on your return. Ammo resupply is available at your request.
She's all very sensual, isn't she? Okay. Let's call ground crew. Parent menu, ground crew, rearm, refuel. We're going to keep it mega simple today. We're just going to go for... no, we don't want a paved way. We don't want guided. There we go. Mark 84, 2,000-pound bomb. One on either side. Nice and
Request
symmetrical.
rearming. Copy.
And while they're doing that, we'll go and choose our targets. So here's the range. Little mountain range there. You can either go around it or go straight over the top. You'll have one waypoint, which is round about here somewhere. It'll just guide you to it. Just not that you're going to get lost, but in case you do. And here's all your different varying targets. So we'll start today with a couple of these fuel tanks. Oh, sorry, not fuel tanks, like chemical tanks. We've got some missiles. These are big mixture. You've got a big old factory there. Some big bombers on the ground. Some tanks. Some planes. These are hardened targets, so you'll need penetrator bombs to hit them. We've got some precision ones over here. As you can see, they're surrounded by friendlies, so that's maybe either a Maverick job or a laser-guided GB-12 job. And then we've got some moving targets over to the right. So loads of different stuff to play with. Today, we'll just go for these tanks. And that's what they look like. Nice and simple. So if we head back, see if we're loaded. Air to ground, SMS. Yep, they're on there. So not much to set up because we're not going to drop them in Ripple or anything like that. So we just want it left at 1. Don't need to worry about changing it from single to pair. If we wanted to drop them both at the same time, we just change that to pairs. Or if we wanted to drop one, have a gap, and then another, we could change that to Ripple. But we'll do another video about Ripple bombing. Today we're just going to do them one at a time, so we'll leave that all as it is. The only thing we're going to change is the fusing, because we want them to drop straight down, nose fusing. Leave it in CCIP mode, HSD. So that was air to ground, SMS, and the only thing we changed was nose. Alright. That is your ripple pulse, so that basically, say you had that set to 4 for example, and you had 4 bombs on your wings and they were all symmetrical and all matched, it would send a pulse to all 4. That is the distance between them, so you can change that to, say you were doing some ripple bombing, you can maybe set that to 100, 150 feet, get a nice on convoy hit. That's to swap them between single and pairs, and then profile, you can save multiple profiles to save you redoing it all the time. If you know what you're going to drop between a couple of different ones, you can have profiles preset. And CCIP, continuously computed impact point, is the method we're going to use today. It's the dumb bomb method, the most common one for dumb bombs. So we'll go back to the HSD, zoom out a little bit, air to ground mode off, master arm confirmed as off. Don't worry about the radar because we are on a training mission. so it's not going to be anyone to worry about. Nose wheel steering off, clear right, clear left.
Voodoo 11 Nelly's Tower, runway 32 right, line up and wait.
Voodoo 11, line up and wait.
Voodoo 11, wind 020 at 8 right, cleared for takeoff. Happy hunting.
Voodoo 11, runway 32 right, clear for takeoff. So with the rest of the videos, I won't bother with all this part. I'll just start in the air on the range, just so you see what the entire mission looks like. Positive climb gear up.
Voodoo from range control. Radar contact confirmed. Clear to enter range via the corridor. Maintain block.
Voodoo 11, clear to enter range. So, see on the HSD there's our waypoint marker. We're on a decent rate of climb because we're going to get her up to sort of about 20,000 feet for today's drop. Well, for the first one anyway, we'll drop the second one a bit lower. Start to level out as we approach 20,000. Quick check on the target. Start our right turn. Essentially, we're going to run a parallel to the target so that we can then dive down onto it. The reason for that is so that you maintain view of the target on your approach. So that's our target there. Let's turn our air-to-ground mode on, and I'll just quickly pause it there. So the bits we've got here, that's the bomb fall line. Down off the bottom there, you've got the pipper, or the reticle. If you go up the bomb fall line, you'll see the time delay or the timing queue line here. Now that only appears when the pipper is actually off the screen down the bottom there. It basically means that your target is below the bottom of the aircraft itself. Another symbol that you might see pop up, it's called the pull-up queue, and that's a horizontal bar which basically says you need to perform a recovery manoeuvre. You need to pull up. It almost looks like a bucket. Hopefully we won't see it's there. If we do, it'll be nowhere near the pipper, and that will move down. And it basically says if that gets all the way to the bottom, the debris that's flying up from the explosion or the train itself poses a danger to the aircraft. So it's a bad thing, obviously. Master arm is on, and that's it. Really, that's all we need. We'll manoeuvre to put our pipper onto the target and then press the weapon release. And it's as simple as that in CCIP. We want about a 30-degree dive. So we'll do one last check, make sure everything's good. Master arm is on. You can go back on your SMS page, but we don't need to because we're happy that we've set it all up correctly. The symbology is as we expect it to be. Got a view on the target, got good altitude, good speed, good to go. So we'll go for that first one of the two. Just make it out there in the middle of the circle. And what we want to do is pick a point just beyond the target. You put your attitude indicator on that point and then let the bomb pipper, the target reticle, move onto the target. So I think we're good there. So throttle fully off, air brake out, roll into target. Our point just beyond it. See that pull up cue there, dangerously close. Pickle. Air brake back in. Full burner. Away and right. Both. Tank destroyed. Simple as that. Really easy, really satisfying. Because obviously you're doing it, whereas with things like CCIP you're relying on the computer to do it all for you. This is much more your input. Just come out of the burner. So it's quite difficult to control once you've launched one, because now we've got a wing that's 2,000 pounds heavier than the other one. So it's worth, if you're then going to carry on with your mission, it's worth then trimming out. But if you know you're about to drop your next one, I won't bother. And we know we're about to come and drop another one. So exactly the same as before. We can fully throttle back, air brake out. Choose our point just beyond the target. Really feel it pulling along. It's coming up. Pickle. Back in. Full throttle and pull away. Off, tank destroyed. Simple as that. That is CCIP bombing with dumb bombs. It's actually, I think, a lot of fun. So then your two choices are, you can either just restart the mission, chuck some different weapons on board, or you can head back to base, use the navigation system, the TACAN, and the ILS, should you wish to, or just find it yourself. Simple as that, really. So we'll go through all the different types of ordnance for air to ground, but that is the startup. That is just CCIP and dumb bombs. Dead simple. Catch you soon. Bye bye.